Welcome back to Final Fantasy Tactics. Last when we left off, we had a couple intense training battles. They didn't look like training battles because, yeah, well, the first one wasn't too bad, but the second one we almost lost somebody. And, yeah. In any case, we have a little bit of money and a little bit of JP, so we're gonna spend them up and make our folks a little bit stronger. I think we're being ordered by levels, so let me just fix that because it's annoying me a bit. Number. Aha! This makes more sense. Yeah, so Rajath wasn't in anything, so he's not going to have any points. We do have points we can use with Lord Ironfist, and so we're going to accumulate for him. So just move +1 and we'll switch him out. Getting closer with Stone, but not there yet. We could probably learn one more spell. Again, I really don't want to learn Blind for a little bit because it's just not the most useful spell. It's a spell I use when I don't have anything else to use and I have nothing else to do. It can be useful, but not nearly as much as, say, Paralyze. And right now, our MP is so low, we need all of it we can get. So we're gonna wait. Wizard, yeah. So I can learn. Oh, I don't even need to stay Wizard now. I can bump him up to Time Mage. So we'll learn a Time Mage skill, probably just Haste, so we can use it on our fellows, and it is so useful. We'll do a quick overview of the Time Mage. Again, Lucy Sova is going to be a Time Mage and a Summoner, so we're going to keep him in Time Mage for a bit to learn some of this, and then pop him over to Summoner after a while. Time Magic increases speed by accelerating time. Range 3, so a lot of the Wizard spells, the attack spells, are range 4, and I think it's the same for the Oracle. But Time Magic, at least some of it, but probably all of it, has a shorter range. Effect 2, so it's in the center, that same 4-point cross pattern with 5 spaces, but 0 vertical, much like Paralyze. MP 8, so not expensive, but expensive for now. SP 50, very fast charge. And it adds haste. So yeah, it'll speed up our folks. I think it's 50% faster or 100% faster, one of the other CT charge, so it takes your speed and adds 50%, or doubles it, I don't remember which. And then we'll have something like Haste 2 later. It's the same thing, except instead it is a vertical 3, so it can actually hit easier, hit your folks easier. Unfortunately, it's very expensive, and as a very slow charge speed. We actually won't even be using Haste 2 that much because of that. Alright, and then we have Slow, it's the opposite of Haste. Time Magic decreases speed by slowing the passage of time. It's the same deal, only you're intended to use it on your enemies, and it decreases their charge time, so they go much slower. And Slow 2 is the analog to Haste 2. You use it instead of Slow because it can hit multiple heights. Stop, very handy. Time Magic puts target in stasis, preventing its AT from occurring. So what happens is their CT stops charging altogether until stop comes up. It's expensive for now, 14 MP and 15 charge SP charge time. It's slow. It's slow. Also, stop has a much harder time of hitting than, say, Paralyze does with the Oracle, but it is what it is. We won't use it that much unless we see that somebody's pretty compatible, or we're taking a risk. Don't move, very useful as well. Time Magic breaks space apart, making it impossible to move. Very cool idea. As well, unlike Paralyze, it has a vertical of 1, so we can hit people a little easier. SP 34 is not bad. MP 10 is on par with Paralyze, and again, it adds Don't Move. So what this does is that whoever it affects can't move. They can't leave their space. It's useful against melee attackers. It's less useful against archers and magic users, or anybody with any ranged abilities. And healers especially. The only way that can still work for you is if you want to keep somebody in place and then all of their guys or all of your guys are out of their range. But that still works. Okay, so that's some of the main abilities we can learn. We're going to learn Haste real quick. You also have some very, very, very useful skills, counter abilities. One is Critical Quick. When HP level is terminal, aka critical, your AT is executed next. Trigger critical. So once you go into critical status, you know that down state they go into, it immediately triggers their turn next. That can be pretty useful, but it's not as useful as some of the other critical skills. But it's still pretty cool. And then we have MP switch. Physical damage is converted into magic damage. MP is lost instead of HP, coupled with something like move MP up, or using ethers, which is an expensive way to go, but it could prolong you in a way and allow you to keep casting spells. Yeah, this basically becomes like a mana shield. Instead of taking damage, you take MP before your HP. This could be more useful if you're gonna be, maybe, say, like a knight, and put on a robe to give you more MP, and then use your MP not for spells, but for damage, or for the damage you take. It can still work otherwise, because you can get a ton of MP later, but early on, this doesn't do that much, and really it's just going to take your magic user's ability to cast spells away. Then we have short charge. CT is shortened. That's all it says. I don't know by how much. I haven't tested it or played with this in a very long time. It definitely shortens the time of magic spells, of different magic users. It does not shorten the time of archery and some other spells, or some other abilities that have charge times. Jump, I don't think it affects, for instance, as well. So we won't be able to put it on Rekko. I don't know if it shortens summons, but we'll see. And then possibly one of the most utilitarian and otherwise useful skills in the game, teleport. Distort time, moving immediately to your destination. Moving too far will end in failure. So the way this works is, the game will take your move range. Let's say you have a move of 3. If you try to move anywhere within 3 squares, you will never fail, like this says. And you will move there no matter what height, no matter what's in the way. Nothing stops you. You move from point to point. Nobody can block you. It's fantastic. Beyond that, it can still be useful. You can actually move as far beyond your movement range to an extent as you want to try to move. That's where it can fail. Every space beyond your movement range you try to move, you lose it. You gain a 10% failure rate. So if you have move 3 and you try to move 4, you have a 90% chance. At move 5, an 80% chance. At move 6, 70%, and etc. Once that gets to 0, obviously you just can't move that far. It will automatically fail. I sometimes will risk that. We probably will use this. Sometimes I'll risk what they're saying here, but not always. It depends if it will be super helpful and not too risky. Float. Float 1 height over land. So like the bombs, you're able to just float over terrain. This can be very useful in a different way than teleport. I've had matches where the terrain is made so that you're forced to go along a walkway, but there's a ton of water over another direction. And if you can easily move over that, you can get advantages on your enemy. And float can be very good for that. So it may be even something where we switch teleport out for float in some fights. We'll see. Time Mage is so exceptionally useful. So, can I actually learn haste? Did I do it? Oh, I did. Okay. Great. So now let's change his job. So Lucisovo, you're going to be stepping into your own a little bit. You can see we have some other stuff that looks, it's not available for him, that's why it's grayed out, but it's available for somebody, and that's why we can see it. Time Mage. The Time Mage controls time and space. This sorcerer toys with the laws of the universe. Yeah, and that's very indicative of this character. Prerequisite. Level 2 wizard. He sort of has a, not a contempt, but a feeling of playfulness with the forces of nature, and is willing to just toy with them for his own ends. Sounds kind of scary. It is. But hey. Meet Lucisovo, everybody. Alright. Great. So, let's go back to abilities, and we're going to take a look at Beatrix. So she has Accumulate. She has Gain JP up. Now all we need is Move +1, and I will feel content to move on with her. And the skill we're going to move on to her with is probably Archer? I have to double check. I have to double check where she's going. I could also do Priest early. We'll see what the party needs more. We gotta go both the Warrior and Mage class paths with her. So that'll be a tough one. And then Rekko I don't think was in the last fight, but Rekko's pretty ahead. He has Accumulate, he has Gain JP up, so all he also needs is Move +1, and he will move into Archer. I know exactly what he's moving into. Okay, and that's it for our character's abilities. So now what I want to do is go to Igra's Castle and see what swords we can get, or how many. I think we can get 3 swords. Let's go to the fitting room. Rajath already has one, but he has no other clothes. I'll probably outfit him soon, but not yet. Lord Iron Fist also has a longsword, so we'll keep it. Stone does not have a longsword, so we're going to pop that on him. Songmin has no weapon at all, and again, that's fine. That's not his purpose. Lucy Sovo has no weapon at all. Same thing. His job is to cast spells and not to hit. And the bonus is, without him doing a lot of damage with no weapon, we can actually use that once he's out of MP, or when we don't want to cast something, to just punch our friends for very little damage. And at that point, we can just gain some JP and experience very easily with him. And then Beatrix, yeah, longsword. Beautiful. And Rekko, longsword. Great, so we're actually able to fit all of our hard melee hitters with longswords. It's expensive, we'll be essentially out of gil, but that's fine. It's 1500 gil. Okay, yes, fine. Alright, so we got that little boost of physical attack. We have no Phoenix Downs. We have 2 potions. Maybe I should have thought that through. Okay, do we have any other items we can sell? Battle boots, which I won't sell. We have none of these heavy armors yet, which is super unfortunate. We also don't have classes that can. Actually, we're in the buy menu. Let's go to the sell menu. That'd be smarter. Now that we have long swords, we'll be falling back on long swords because not a lot of people can really use the broadsword anyway. Anybody that can use the broadsword can use the longsword, and we have enough longswords for all of our hitters. So we can sell all of our broadswords and get some cash. Alright, so that's going to help us a lot. And then the leather hat we will never go back to, so same deal. We can sell it. Sell the extra. The clothes, we don't have extra. We don't have extra. Do we have any no, we have nothing extra here. Again, the elixir, it sells for 5. I'm going to keep it as a token and feel better about my life. We're not selling that. Alright. We need at least 1 Phoenix down. I'd like 2, but I also need more potions. So we're just going to get the 1, and this is the emergency Phoenix down. We are really playing on the edge here. We're putting a lot into our offense. We can get 6 potions. I guess that should be enough. I guess. Okay. Yeah, so we are item poor and we are soldier poor, which means we have things, but we have no money. We have some things, and they'll be useful, but we don't have money. We have no options with money. So, we've made these purchases. I want to save and commit to these. It's fine. I'm happy with them. Beautiful. Okay, I'd like to do one more training fight. One more training fight. And I hope it's at Swiggy Woods, but it could be at Mandalia Plains, if we get intercepted as we walk there. Of course it's at Mandalia Plains. Alright, let's get ready to storm these plains and annihilate our foes. We weren't going to fight here, but they insisted, so here we go. I should have checked who I wanted to bring first, but we can do that here as well. It's not a big deal. Okay, Rajath might be a choice. Lord Iron Fist is level 3, level 3, level 3, level 3, level 2. Rekko's going. Rajath is going. Lord Iron Fist has 0 experience at level 3, so he's going. And then it's between Stone, Songmin, and Lucy Sovo. I think it's going to be none of our casters. I think we're going to be bringing these folks. Double check. Alright. Rekko. Rajath. Lord Iron Fist. Beatrix, just barely making it in on that slower experience margin. And Stone. Okay, so we're equipped to run in and just break these people. And we have moves with most people that will allow us to not fight as much if we can lower their ranks, avoid them, avoid damage, and just accumulate or yell to make our people faster, and just keep gaining experience and get out of these squire classes except for Rajath. Let's see what we're facing before I start talking all big like that. I'd like to think we can do a good training this time, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. There's not much to do. We don't have too much more to get with our squires, and we'll double check this battle where we're at with that. Because if we don't need to be here that long, we won't be. I don't necessarily just want to do training battles. I want to get through the story as well. Okay, so we have a tough lineup here. 2 chocobos, 3 goblins. Again, goblins can be strong, but sometimes they can be weak. The chocobos are terrifying. Before we go, we're going to look at our unit list. See what we're facing. Let's take a look. A gander, one might say. Alright, so once again, all level 3, and I guess that's going to be the baseline for the monsters. We barely have people in level 3 in this party, so, and then some level 2s. So, yeah, maybe they're slightly outclassing us in that way. We have the advantage of some extra abilities and some good equipment, so hopefully it's going to help us out. Alright, let's take a look at who we have. We have Marwars. Marwars the Chocobo. He is an Aquarius, so he will affect Beatrix, Rekko, and Rajoth more. He also has good Brave, so that could be dangerous. We have Sylwana, who's a Chocobo. He has Brave 50, which will be helpful. He's a Gemini, which will affect everyone in my party except Rajoth. Man, they are really just giving it to me with these. Pisces shouldn't affect anybody specifically, should be neutral. Sorry, the goblin's name is Fauna, which is a funny name because it's like a classification, but whatever. And yeah, he's a Pisces. Mid-Brave, so it is what it is. Potete. I don't know what to say about that name. Potete is a goblin, and he is a Scorpio. I think that makes him ineffective against some of our people. Yeah, against all of our Aquarius, which is really just 2 people. It's Lord Iron Fist and Stone. Alright. And then we have, finally, Runkos, the Goblin, also a Pisces. High Brave, so he might be a mean damager, even though he's neutral to us with Zodiac affiliations. Alright. So, normally in this match, what I like to do is what I said before. Run up on this side, create choke points, and fight this guy. Last time it didn't work out too well because nobody could get in to fight people. What I want to do is still clog up the side, but create openings so that this Chocobo will be inclined to run in, and then I could gang up on him and kill him fast. Now, the only problem is both Chocobos will probably be able to come in on me quickly. Look, his movement range will be right up on us. So we almost can't avoid him and do that strategy, and that's fine. We're gonna have to open ourselves up to that and rely on potions. Yes, okay, all of our people can use potions, that's right. They can all use items. Okay, and then this gentleman here, this good foe, Sylwana. The Chocobos are Sylwana and Marwars. So interesting. They'll be running in on us. So yeah, we're gonna sacrifice some tank will to protect our left flank, but we're gonna do that with the knowledge that we're gonna leave open a Chocobo to come in and get hurt. And look at the beauty here. We don't have anybody to fight, but look, we can accumulate, make ourselves stronger, so when they get here, they're gonna get more hurt. And then we can also gain points while we're waiting. We're gonna yell at my character, at Raja, and we're gonna do that so that when his turn will come up faster, and then we can yell at other people to make them faster. It's gonna be the play. And look, more experience and job points. All right, we'll create a little pocket here for that Chocobo to come into. In the meantime, we'll just accumulate and be stronger. Beatrix, go ahead and accumulate. This is so good. Great. So maybe you can see now how the strategy is going to be working out. Okay, and Stone. Accumulate. Beautiful. And Face. Okay, now the Goblins will move, and then the Chocobos will probably move. Okay, Marwars. He's got to come up and engage one of these folks. He's going to engage Beatrix. 18 damage, that's not gentle. But we can handle it, we can handle it. Those Goblins are going to have a hard time getting up to us. They're not quick. Okay, Sylwana coming in, 12 damage, very tankable. Alright, so I'm going to expose Rajoth here and get some good damage on this guy. 25, yeah, over half his life. Ooh, now the counter, oh, very weak. That's surprising, but I'll take it. I'm going to disrespect him, he's not going to last. How much damage can you get on this guy? 30? Okay, that, what are you, an Aquarius? And you are a Libra? He's a Gemini? Yeah, so Rekko should probably be able to end him. With 23, I bet Rekko's going to do 25 to 30. Now, it's a bet, it's a risk, it could be wrong. If it's true, I can always move Stone back to help. So Lord Iron Fist, I'm going to guarantee a hit for you and run you to the back. Not crazy damage. Well, it's good. It's good. It's over half. Another counter for more damage. I don't know if I can disrespect you. Probably can, but we'll see. Yeah, and sure enough, Rekko's going to end this guy. Good job, buddy. Rekko, level up. Beautiful. Okay, and then we're going to move here. The goblins can't reach us from where they're at, so I'm just prepping in case this chocobo gets away. He's got 24 health. How much can Beatrix do? 25. Goodbye, friend. And the chocobos are down. So you can see how the strategy goes up. That accumulate gave everybody an extra 5 points of damage. And how do I know it's 5 points of damage? It's because where you see weapon power, R, right hand, it says 5. So every time we go up, it's got to be 5 times our attack power. Right now at 5 times 5, it's 25, generally. When we accumulate again, it's got to be 6. So 5 times 6, 5 times 7. We're going to go up by 5s. That's how I can predict we're going up by 5s. Now some of them, like you saw, did 30. And the reason for that is they were more compatible, so they did 30 instead. Or it was just 6 times 5 and it was the normal compatibility. We're going to spread out because I think we can afford to. And then we'll collapse on 1 or 2 goblins as this comes up. Yeah, it looks like the middle and the right goblin will be the ones we're going to gang up on. Actually, you know what? That puts us at more of a disadvantage. This guy's kind of caught out here. Fauna. So I think what we're going to do is move toward Fauna. And, yeah, put Fauna in danger here. Again, I can yell, and we'll just make whomever's in range faster. So again, his speed goes up, and if you recall, adding your speed adds up every clock tick, and once it makes sure your clock tick get to 100, you go. Yeah, so Lord Iron Fist, I don't think you can... Oh, you can get in range. He can get in range... Forget it. Let's go. Let's do it. Okay. A little less than half. 10 damage taken. So he's taken a couple hits, Lord Iron Fist, but he's got more HP than most of our folks because he has equipment on. So that's fine. We will move over here. And then Rekko will accumulate. Don't underestimate squires in this game. You can go quite far with just the normal squires. They can be quite formidable with enough power up with accumulate and some of their other utilities. Okay, and then we're gonna run away with this guy. 2, 3. Not as far as I would like. And I can't move up there without them getting hits on me. We'll just move this a little bit then. That's fine. And stone will also accumulate. I feel like using accumulate is the equivalent of Super Saiyan powering up. They're sitting there going, ah! It's great. Alright, 10 damage on Beatrix. He's going after her because she has a little bit less life than most people. But he's not very compatible, or he's weak, so he's just not doing much. These goblins can't get to us, so they waste their turns. There's nothing they can do. Rajov got a good hit in last time, so I'm going to let other people do the hitting, and I'm just going to speed other folks up. You know what? Let's speed up smartly. We're going to check how we're doing on our job points. Yeah, I can take my time getting the JP with Rajat, because he's going to be in this class for a while. And he's not exactly close to anything, so I'm not going to worry about what he's got this fight. Let's check some of our other folks. Beatrix? Oh, Beatrix is ready to leave the class. She's got move +1. So I bet everybody's pretty close to this. Let's double check and see if that's true. Maybe Lord Iron Fist is a little behind, or Rekko. So we'll double check them and see how it's going. Rekko? No, he is also ready. He can get move +1. Lord Iron Fist? Yeah, so Lord Iron Fist needs to be going a little more than everybody else. Again, he was out a battle or two while these guys, while the other party members were able to get some things done and get some more JP. So, Lord Iron Fist will get Yell priority. Let's see, by the way, how Stone's doing. he's really ready to go. He's fine. He's got plenty here. So, yeah, he's good to go. Okay, so... yeah, let's yell at Lord Iron Fist. Lord Iron Fist, get in the fight! Oh, you got it. Alright, he's gonna get in the fight. And I'll come up and do some damage. 25, so not quite a killing shot, but that's fine. It just means more hits. And 10 damage. So I'm gonna want to heal him shortly. He's getting down a little bit. He's not critical yet, obviously, but he will be in short order. So this fight, the goblins are also going to be out of range, because they look like they're in range of one guy now, but I'm going to move them. So, yeah. What you gonna do? Who is this? Rekko. Let's... I can't really get in range for the hit, so let's accumulate. And you can see what we're doing, we're kind of stalling the fight out more. They're not able to get in and do damage to us, and we're able to still get JP. Now, we don't need it as much, but we can still get that experience. I don't want to get the kill with Beatrix. Beatrix has more experience than most people here. I might actually end up doing it with Rajat. Stone is also fine to do with that. Rajat has the least experience, so we might do it with him. We'll just accumulate with her. Oh, I should have ran up and healed. Oh well, that's fine. We'll block him in a little more, so he will have less options on where to go. In fact, now he won't be able to go anywhere. And... you know what? I'm not worried about Rajat. He's going to be in all the story battles. And, ooh, look at the damage Stone's going to do. 35. Let's get the experience with Stone. Aha! Good job, Stone. Okay. Again, they cannot get in position, so they're not moving up all the way. They want to try to make it harder for our guys to get to them. Unfortunately for them, we have fantastic movement. We all have 4 or 5 movement, so... yeah, nothing they can do. Only a couple more attacks, and Lord Iron Fist is going to be able to have the points he needs. And what you're going to see is us start branching out to our other classes, which is going to be a lot of fun. Let's see their movement. They can get up to Lord Iron Fist. They can get up to Lord Iron Fist. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I need to get Lord Iron Fist healed this time, so I'm going to focus on that. I'm going to get Rajat out of the way. I don't want him taking hits right now when he doesn't need to. 1, 2, 3. So there. Let's go here. I've got 5 moves with Rajat, so he can just run around like a crazy man. It doesn't matter. I can move up and be offensive, but I'd be giving up the defensive position of only getting hit once. If I move up and hit them, they may counter me, at which point I gotta take that hit plus the next hit. So what I'm gonna do is accumulate with Lord Iron Fist. And I'm not going to move him out of position to get hit, actually. I might. 1, 2, 3. You know what? Let me move him over here. 1, 2, 3. That actually does put him out of position to get hit, but that's not my intention, per se. Rekko. Rekko, you're going to come give this gentleman a potion. Sure enough. Okay, and we have the couple chocobos that are soon going to crystallize or turn to treasure boxes. I hope treasure boxes, because again, they can get Phoenix Downs or X potions, which right now, early in the game, is great. Really great. Yeah, Beatrix is really hurt too, so we're also going to potion her. We're going to have her potion herself. Great. Alright. And we're just going to wait behind this guy, which is safe. Let's check their movement. I don't think either of them can move to our folks. Nope. So they're stuck again. Alright, so let's check everybody's HP. 57, 40 is pretty good. 54, just healed up. 52, 44. Okay, those are all fine. Yeah, so I can spend another turn accumulating. Great. And what I might do is move this character out toward... Let's see if he can move 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he could. I'm going to move him out toward these chocobo feathers. These, where they died. Oh, he's going to come intercept. What a jerk. All right. They both are. So they're sticking together, which makes this a little harder for me. It's not hard, per se, but it's going to be harder. We yelled at Beatrix last time, I think. Let's move over here. And who do we want to yell at? We have Lord Iron Fist. We have Rekko. I guess we'll do Lord Iron Fist again. Because again, he sort of needs it. I do want to get one of these kills with Rajoth again. His experience is a little low, so I'm not trying to keep all their experience perfectly even, but just, you know, make them race each other. Make it an even race. Okay, Lord Iron Fist is going to move up and flank this guy from the side, and maybe that'll draw them both back, and I can get these chests or crystals or whatever. Over half his life, that's really good. And no counter, even better. Oh, okay, so what you're witnessing here is that Lord Iron Fist's speed is really high. It's 10. And what that means is he's charging a lot faster than our other folks. Let's take a look at the turn order. So Lord Iron Fist just went, but he's going again. And then Lord Iron Fist is going to go again pretty soon. In fact, only a couple of other people will go after he goes then, and then he gets to go again. So that's just how the math of it all is working out. I could draw that out sometime if somebody wants to see how it actually works out, like on paper. You know, the actual numbers. I could do that sometime. If you're interested. I find this stuff very interesting. Look, he's going to get a double hit. He's almost like a ninja, where he gets 2 hits. And he's just going to take this guy out. That's how powerful Yell and other speed-increasing abilities are. So this goblin, Potate, we just killed Runkos. Potate can't move up to him, so he can stay right there. Treasure box, crystal. Okay, so we don't want the crystal for ourselves. However, if we don't get the crystal and we just hurt Potate, Potate will prioritize getting this crystal and healing himself fully. So we could try to down Potate quickly, but that's not necessarily our goal. We might just get the crystal just to stop him from getting it, just because, I don't know, it'd be a waste for him to get it. We're going to move up with Beatrix, and she can't do much else, so we'll accumulate. Again, you can see the strategy building where they're getting powerful. Beatrix, level up. They're getting more powerful and getting JP and experience, but they don't necessarily have to do much, which is awesome. I'm going to get this treasure chest while I have the opportunity. Echo Grass. Okay, so I guess Chocobos can give Echo Grass as well. That is not useful. It doesn't get us much at all. Let's yell at myself and Rajoth. This is a indicative of a mental disorder, but we're in the heat of battle, so we're going to forgive it. You know, yelling at yourself. 15 damage. It's a pretty bit of damage, but we can take it. We could probably keep this guy alive a while and train, but we don't want to. I really don't want to level up too much in the Squires, except for Rajoth. He's the only one I care for that to happen. What's your movability? Not enough to get to the crystal. And we might not have to. I'll end this fight if Rajoth can get the kill over half his life. I'll end the fight if Rajoth... Oh my goodness! I'm going to heal him to keep this going. Because if I attack him, if I attack Potate, he's going to die. So, Stone is going to use a potion on Rekko. Alright, all better, Rekko. Good damage, by the way. That was phenomenal. He's not very hurt, but I can guarantee he gets the crystal and Potate can't. And you can also see now that we're surrounding Potate, so he's not going to be able to go anywhere, really. Accumulate. And we almost have another level with Lord Iron Fist, which is phenomenal. It's really good. Also, I'm pretty sure Lord Iron Fist now has a JP required, and he's past it. He's way past it. Great. So all of us should be way past what we're required right now. I can get the kill with Rajoth, so I'm going to. I'm going to get this kill on Potate. Goodbye, sir. Why am I calling it sir? It's a horrible fiend. They're called demons in their description, so never mind. Goodbye, fiend. Congratulations! This battle is complete. Alright, bonus money. Give me that sweet, sweet 1,500. Love it. So our money's going to start stacking like this, but it's going to go away pretty quick because we're going to equip everybody. And, yeah. Especially since now we're going to change a lot of jobs. We're going to have equipment change quite a bit. So let's take care of that. Unfortunately, to change our equipment, what we have to really do is go back to Igros Castle, which means we may get another Mandalia Plains fight. I'm fine with it. I'm sorry. I hope you folks are not getting bored with it. These have been good fights for me. I'm enjoying them. But, again, I hope they're not getting monotonous for you. Alright, save to solidify our gains. We're going to learn what we want to learn. Ooh, okay. So I can get accumulate or move +1 with him. I don't really need accumulate with him. And that's hard to say because accumulate is so useful. But right now, I already have yell, which will keep getting me experience in JP, and is super useful for the party, and is going to solidify this character Rajat that's more of a support character. So what we'll do is get move +1 first, because that's going to allow us to be wherever we want to be on the battle. And what we might also be able to do, if you notice, it's our first move ability, by the way. Now our move is 6. 6 is really far. You can run almost anywhere on the battlefield with 6. We can even get it higher than that. We probably will at some point. But what this also allows us to do is, if we want to equip something other than battle boots to give us the bonus, or maybe give the battle boots to somebody else to give them move 5, we can have a nice, comfortable move 5, and it'll be fine. So that gives us some freedom in some other places. Okay, Lord Iron Fist. Yeah, we have accumulate, and we have gain JP up, so we're going to get move +1, equip, move +1, same deal. Now he has move 6. I will probably put the battle boots on somebody who doesn't have move +1. And now we can change his job. Lord Iron Fist has 2 primaries. He's going to be a knight, and he's going to be a wizard. At some point, I'm going to need to fit him into chemist unless I fit somebody else into chemist for the same reason, and he gets job spillover points. But right now, we're going to make him... You know what? Just to open up wizard for him, I am going to get chemist for him right now. And the only reason is, for the next... He can use it, but the next big battle in Dorder, it'll be nice to have somebody who can have ranged healing. So that's what we're going to do. Alright, now the goal is not to keep him as a chemist. This is not where I want to keep him. He's not going to have as good of equipment. He's not going to have the longsword. A mithril knife is not as good. And his power, his physical AT goes down a good bit, not being a squire or especially not a knight. So he's a lot weaker, but he's going to have a lot of utility. Because he changed jobs, I'm going to keep him with the battle boots to keep his movement 5, because I need my chemist to be able to get wherever I need him. So that's where we're going to stay. Alright, let's continue leveling up. Stone. Plenty of JP here. Is there anything else in the Squire ability I want you to have? Quick explanations. I think I explained counter tackle. When you're hit, you attack back. It can be nice for reducing the enemy's HP, and counter tackle is nice because tackles and dashes is what basically it should be counter dash, because it's what it's doing. A dash can also knock people back, and it basically is a 100% hit rate. However, it doesn't do a lot of damage, and when you hit enemies with counters, you don't get experience in JP. So for battles where we're training, it's not as good. For battles where we absolutely want to win faster, it can be good. Equip axe. Axes are very variable in the game. I use them for fun sometimes, and they can be strong, but there's a lot of RNG with axes. They don't do static damage, and so they can be unreliable. Monster skill, we're not going to use it all this game because we're not recruiting monsters. But the way monster skill works is if you have monster skill and you're next to one of your recruited monsters, it'll give him extra abilities, which is interesting. I want to play with that more in an experimental playthrough, but that's not useful for us now. Defend is actually pretty good for what it is. It allows you to it's a support skill, but it also is an action skill. So you can select to defend any round, and it will give you additional evasion. That's nice and all, but we're just not going to use that very often. For the time I'm going to keep him with basic skill, it might be nice to be able to heal, throw stone, or dash. Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to get throw stone because I just want to run up to people and hit them with stone. Instead, I'll get heal and dash, and it'll be a little bit of utility. Dash is good if I'm worried about being able to hit from the front, or I want to try to knock somebody back. It's not a guarantee, but this will guarantee a hit either way. It may not be a strong hit, but it will be a hit. So that's something. Throw stone. If I can't get to him, I really don't want to do throw stone's damage. It's fine. It's not a big deal. It could work either way, but Song Min was not in last fight. Neither was Lucy Silva, so they have nothing to level up. Alright, and same deal with Beatrix. Let's get her... I can only choose one of these. Maybe for variety... You know what? We're gonna save it. Maybe we'll find something I want with her. I don't really want any of those with her right now. And then lastly, Rekko can get move +1, and that's what's important. The rest of these aren't that important. If there's something that's interesting later, maybe we'll get it. Maybe we can get something from a crystal as well, but that's fine. Okay, I have to change jobs with these folks. I didn't do that. Stone. So Stone needs to be a knight to get to his next class. The problem with going knight is I don't know if I can afford to get all the equipment for it, but we'll try. Worst case, we'll be a little under-equipped, but it's fine. Knight. Now you'll notice his HP's way down. Why? Because now, as a knight, we don't have the equipment. We don't have the armor and stuff that we can wear. He can't wear all that frilly clothing stuff right now, so we're a little stuck there. I don't think he can learn any of the battle skills yet. No, he can't learn any of them. We'll look into these more when we're going to learn them, but right now we can't even learn any of them, so we're stuck without it. We're not going to keep item on him. We're going to move the basic skill, and we're going to rely on the chemist in the next big fight to heal. And we'll keep item maybe on somebody else for this. We'll just have to designate people in battles to do that. Also, we need to keep move +1 on him. That's important. All right, and same with her. Let's put move +1 and then change her job. All right, so Beatrix needs to go to... What do I need to move her to? Beatrix. I want to say it's Archer. I think it's Archer. Give me a moment. I'll be right back. I'm going to check. I might as well check. Okay, so I should have remembered this, but yeah, the Knight and the Archer are things that she needs. She needs to do both of. Since we can afford more Archer stuff right now, we're going to stick her to Archer. And Archer's useful, so there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. Unfortunately, she won't have equipment, but that's why we've moved to Igros to give her equipment. And we're going to give her basic skill, because if she's out on her own, she's not going to be able to heal herself if nobody's around her. Hopefully we don't get that spot anyway, but... and then Rekko... Oh, I'm sorry. Let's go learn some Archer abilities with her. We can actually only learn 1 or 2. For OCD reasons, I'm going to get +1. +2 would be better almost in every way. It's not going to be that much slower. But basically, again, what these do is attack requires charging. The more you charge, the stronger the attack will be. So this attack charges a little and then hits for a little more damage than normal. This one will hit for even more damage, kind of like, basically think of each +1 and +2 as +1 or +2 to their attack power. However, the problem with it is, if you charge too long and the enemy moves, you miss them completely. And you can't move while you're charging. So there are some negatives. I'm going to get charge +1 again, just because I feel better coming from the bottom up. That won't be true of a certain set of abilities later, but yeah, they're very, very straightforward with their abilities. After about charge +5, it gets hard to use. After charge +7, it's still usable, but only on occasion. It's pretty good, but on occasion you can't use it because it's too slow. Charge +10 and 20 are very unique. You almost will never use these, but if you find a place to use them, hey, you will wreck somebody. Speed save. Phenomenal. Raise speed. Trigger HP damage. What I noticed, and I gotta look up the damage formula for it, because I haven't seen it specifically, but what I noticed is once I start getting bows, like long bows, instead of crossbows, with our archers, speed goes into their damage equation, so as I raise their speed, they do more damage, which is crazy. So using Rajatiel and maybe something like speed save will make her very strong. It doesn't mean I'm going to keep her on archer, though, so all of that is for naught. But if you're ever going to use archers, it's good to know. Speed save is also good for other abilities. It's actually great for thief abilities as well. And it's just good in general. Upping your speed, you saw what happened with Lord Iron Fist. He got a double turn and he was going to go before most people, so pretty good. Equip crossbow, not that phenomenal, and we won't be using it. Concentrate, we may use sometimes. Cannot evade your attacks. If enemy is in targeted panel, attack is sure to succeed. Now, that's not always a guarantee, but it's about 95% a guarantee. If you use special abilities, that's not necessarily true, but regular attacks at range or melee attacks will always hit when using concentrators or support ability, and that's hard not to equip, so we'll probably use it at some point. I didn't look at Arrow Guard, because we're probably not going to use it, but evade bow / crossbow attack. Trigger bow and crossbow attack. So yeah, if people range attack you with bows and crossbows, you can evade them easily. And then jump +1, we probably won't use or get this. Increase jump elevation by 1. Jumping is useful, don't get me wrong, but I would almost always rather have move plus something than jump plus anything. Okay, so that's enough for her. We're gonna move. We're gonna learn the same thing with Rekko, and we are going to change his move +1. We're also gonna change his job over to Archer. So I just bought those. You know what? We're gonna. No, I probably can't afford 2 knights. We gotta go to Archer. I'm doubtful I can afford 2 knights, so I don't think we're gonna do that. Okay. Let's check his abilities. Yeah, we're gonna change him also to basic skill, and I think something else I'm gonna do is change Lord Iron Fist back to item. And that's because if he gets caught by himself, he needs to be able to heal himself if the chemist can't get there. And the reason he can get caught by himself is because Sorry, this isn't Lord Iron Fist, this is Stone. The reason he get caught by himself is because he might get in the middle of people, because he's melee. He might not try to get in the middle, but he might end up in the middle. People could surround him, and then he has a problem. We're going to put basic skill on Lord Iron Fist. I forgot I made him a chemist. Okay, I think we're all equipped up and set up. Let's just double check you have... Pretty sure everybody has potion in Phoenix Down. Sure enough. Sure enough. Great. Alright, so you'll be useful next fight, no matter what. And then you have basic skills, so you can always accumulate, worst case. Okay. Alright, that's about as good as that's going to get. Let's buy what we can. It's going to be limited, but let's buy what we can. I'm going to chance it with him and still not buy things. I'm going to try to equip my knights. So you can see the knights Stone can equip quite neat stuff. And look at that HP, plus 40. Also, plus 10 evasion and plus 3 magic evasion. Knights and people who can equip heavy armor and shields just change the game. They just change it. But, unfortunately, when you look at our equipment, he would take every ounce of equipment we have. Sorry, every ounce of gil. So what we want to do, unfortunately, we cannot fit him with everything we want. We've got to give him the lower versions of what we got. So let's see what would give us the most benefit and what would be cheaper. And see what we can do. So both helmets give 10 and 20 and are 200. But the linen cuirass is 600 with plus 20 instead of 500 for plus 20 with the helmet. So let's try and equip the leather armor to save some money. I don't think that'll be enough. I think I'm also going to have to give him like the leather helmet or whatever that is. I want to keep the shield with him because it's uniquely useful. Let's see if we'll be able to afford the crossbows with him. Sorry, bowgun. It costs 400 each. I may be able to get one of these. Let's find out. Let's try the leather helmet. Save another 300. Maybe I can sell something to get enough. I need 2 bowguns. I have a deficit of 75 at the moment. And I probably need some potions. Alright, let's see if we can sell things. The great thing about the fitting room is we can try things on, see how it works for our people, see what it's going to cost, but then we can also check our stocks and sell things. Sell another hat. Oh, that's going to take care of it. Great. We don't have clothes. We could sell a leather outfit, but we might change out to something that needs it, so I'm not going to sell that. Battle boots I'm almost always keeping. We'll sell this echo grass. It's not much, but we'll take it. We have 5 potions. We might be able to make do with that. I hope we can get more. I think we'll be able to get a couple more before we leave. Phoenix Downs, again, I could really use more than one, but Phoenix Downs is an emergency item anyway. Broadswords. Oh, our guests are using them. I was going to say, oh, well, I could sell those off, but our guests are using them. Longswords, I know we just bought, and now we have extras, but again, we could change into stuff that needs them. I don't want to lose that. Okay, with this buy, oh man, we can't buy extra potions if we do this. How much is this shield? 400. Okay. If we get rid of the shield... If we get rid of the shield... Hear me out. I don't want to get rid of it, but if we get rid of the shield... We can afford potions. And I could probably... Whoa, I didn't mean to quit. We could probably even... fit this on him and get potions? Okay, so we got his HP higher, his evasion's lower, which is bad. We don't want that. But, at least we can get a couple potions, and I'm telling you, when we get to Dorter, we may need them. I know I'm hyping this fight up a lot. I might get in there and crush it. But I might get in there and get killed. So, I'm just saying. Alright, we're gonna go with that. That's gonna have to be the order of the day. 1500 gil, okay? Yes. And then, we're gonna get a measly... Oh, no antidotes. A measly 2 potions. That's it. We're gonna have to live with this. Whew. Scraping by here. Scraping by. Alright, well, I think we've run pretty long in this one, and if we do another battle, we're gonna run really long. I don't know how people feel about the longer episodes, but I feel comfortable with this amount right here, so I'm gonna cut it. And in the next episode, we're gonna... I'm debating about doing another trading battle. I'm so terrified of Dorter, but I might go there and try it. And worst case, if we lose, we'll load up, and then we will go back and fight Dorter again afterward. And there's no harm in that. There's no shame in that. Sometimes you're going to lose. It's a game, folks. So thanks, everybody, for watching. I really appreciate you showing up. I hope you enjoyed it. If there's things you like or don't like about the series, let me know. I want to fix it and tailor it to you. And... yeah, thanks again. Take care. Bye.